Libra, how you doing, guys? Okay, so this is from now, which is the 12th, until the end of May, which is the 31st. Okay, so I'm going to do a mirroring spread. Okay, so I'll explain things towards the end, but let's go with your reading. I hope you're all okay. We have Buddha in the house. Buddha is in the house. This was my brother's. Believe it or not, yeah, my brother did just pass. I don't know if a lot of you did see that video, but my brother just passed on a couple of 3 days ago. But my brother actually was very spiritual. He actually got me into tarot cards when I was a child, to be honest. You know, well, it was the first encounter that I ever had, anyway, first readings and stuff that I ever had. And he actually had his own deck. But this was his, yeah, Buddha. So, yeah. All right, Mush, there you go. Stay. Stay, Buddha. Stay. Peace, man, peace. So, mirroring spread. You versus them for Libra. Tell me more about Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus from now until the end of May. From now till the end of May. Now, I had a feeling that may have come out. I was thinking Sagittarian energy. I don't know why I was thinking Temperance, but it's not. I thought it was. Judgment. So, someone's actually trying to make a judgment call on the whole thing. This is also, it's not a bad card really, because it's two lots really. It's a very difficult card because it's kind of like two lots of endings really. Two lots of endings where the spirit is kind of like guided the whole lot, but they're kind of saying, well, this has been going on for a long ass time, so there needs to be some kind of clearing, like a purging. I always count the judgment as like a purging, of like a release. There needs to be some kind of like silence broken, or like release of something. So this can be you or them that's making a judgment call on the situation that you're in at this point. Let's see. Tell me about the other person. The other person. Let's go with the person. So, two very spiritual cards. Someone's hard at work. Someone's trying to listen. Someone's actually trying to listen to themselves. Someone's actually trying to listen to themselves. This can be like a psychic connection that you've got with somebody. You know, very spiritual cards. This is, you know, because this is obviously you behind the end of the veil, and what you listen to is his 8, you know. So it's kind of like silence is golden. That's what I'm picking up. Someone's trying to craft something. Someone's trying to work in order to perfect our lives. You know, give us an hour for magic. We of the purple glove, we of the starling flight and the velvet hour, we of Arab pleasures breed. Good old Jim. So there you go. So it's something to do with a marriage. Something to do with a marriage. It's like a revealing. It's a bit like the High Priestess. There's something yet to be revealed about a judgment call that needs to be made about a marriage also. You know, this is also karma, meaning like it's being watched over, which you are being watched by Saturn all the time, but you're also being watched by karma. But this is someone's fighting at court. This person here is probably having court issues or issues with children that are being torn between the other, probably going from one family. If this person here was in an ex-marriage, they're fighting probably with their ex-married partner that they've split up from, that they made a judgment call in their past, okay? And then they're actually fighting maybe at court, or something to do with some kind of financial stuff maybe, or just literally the fact that the children are going between the mother and the father, and the mother and the father, and then this person here is actually working on themselves and thinking, well, you know, while you've got that going on, I have no option but to pretty much go to work. If it's your also partner, if it's nothing to do with that, as well as going on also, is the fact that this person here is working real hard to support you and your child. Support you and your child. Because this is more like a revealing, the fact that someone could have more money than what they're letting on, or that they don't have more money. Like one partner could have more money and the other person may not. And because this situation is going on here between the children, this person's having to work real hard in order to support their children also. This is a mirroring spread and I go deep. So I hope you can sort of grasp what I'm saying. So let's bring it round to a conclusion also. If this person this side is still karmically connected, okay, as a soul group cluster, if they're still connected to an ex-marriage or relationship, or well, not a relationship, I would say a marriage or a strong partnership that they've divorced from, because this is like a divorce settlement, okay, a divorce settlement at court, but divorce settlement, and they've been divorced, but they're actually fighting, because this is you, Libra, because this is your card. So if you are like recently divorced, or you've been divorced, or you have some kind of issue with your ex kind of person, and that this is you, that where you're in still karma, because you're still karmically connected with them, because it's part of your past. So the children are being kind of going between you and them, but then you've got also, if you're not, and the other spin is the fact that the person that you're actually dating or wanting to see or are, they're just concentrating on work, okay? Now, they could also be concentrating on work in order to build up their finances, in order to support you to come together as a partnership, because you have children. If this person doesn't, or whether they do or not, this person is working hard on themselves, but they're also working hard on projects, maybe something that's new, like a new project, in order to build up their finances. So they're working on themselves internally, spiritually too, but they're also working on their career of a project that they're trying to build so they can support their family also. Support their family also. So tell me more about the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, there you go. So the King of Swords, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius also. So you've got like another child here also, a child. So another, okay, the new vision. So this person could also have children also, or they're childlike. But this ex-partnership that you are in, you have children with, that story. This person also may also have children, okay? But this is also someone that's, two things. The King of Swords can be very controlling. So some of you could have been in some kind of controlling marriage as a new vision flip. You could have been in some kind of ex-partnership marriage here that was very controlling, that was trying to control the money. Thank you. Trying to control the money. And that can also be them. So you're still have interconnections of energy that's still stopping your forward path, okay? But also on the another spin, the person here also, the new person, if there is a new person, another person, is the fact that they are also very intelligent, and they're also working like, it doesn't have to be like very intellectual, but this is someone that runs their own clock, so they run their own business, so they're trying to pretty much build up their own business, is what I'm trying to say. They're working on something to build up their own business so they can build up their own finances that can settle as a settlement to probably see about a divorce settlement, possible. Divorce settlement, possible. Sorry, but I can't stop seeing visions. So now, if this is also, if that's indicative to mirroring your energy of the ex-person, that can be controlling, and they're holding back finances, and they're controlling your finances and stopping this karmic, because these are both like karmic cards. Judgment being watched and guided over karmically, and this is also karmic. So you could have the Tower turning up at some point in your reading, okay, whether the Tower will hit. But also, the person that you're still connected with here, if it's the new person also, somebody is also just using their intellect in order to build up some kind of project that they're working on financially to build up their own financial support independently, because the King of Swords can be very independent, but it can be very stoic also. You know, can also drop if it's like controlling situation that you're in that can be to do with narcissism. This is someone that can just drop their children at a moment's notice, you know, is what I'm picking up through these cards. You know, because here lies the child, but here also lies the sword of truth. So there's 3 swords in this actual pigment. 1, 2 here, very stoic, and then 3 where the sword of truth has been dropped. So it's like I can drop the truth at any point. So someone might be holding something over you about children, of the truth of the children, or I can use the children as a tool to hide the truth from, like, you know, can be very manipulative, meaning that I'll use the children as a truth tool. Like I can toy with the children as well as I can toy with you also. You know, that's not for everybody. These are really not. These are cards of the new vision. Okay, so I'll see fucking loads of stuff through these cards, especially doing a mirroring spread. And I've never done one, so it may resonate with some, it may not resonate at all. But the Justice and the King of Swords talk about empowerment, like empowering, being empowered, karmically also, very karmic cards. So some people could have been in like karmic relationships, and as a mirror, it's kind of mirroring things of where people are taking stances, like a stance. So we'll go one more round. So tell me more about this side. Justice. Okay. Yeah. So someone could have Libra in their chart, but they could also have any fixed sign. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, or Leo. Or the children can have any of these placements in their chart also. But this is like where you have to travel also for some people, where you have to travel. Like this is the children that can have to keep fucking traveling. It can also be some kind of internet-based kind of just like communicating, having to travel to communicate, to see one another now and again, or literally just like communicate via texting and emails and all that kind of stuff, but very fixed. But also something really does need to fucking end karmically here, because these are very fixed karmic cards, spiritual cards. They are, because this is something that very needs to, it's like Saturn really, and this is like karma, so it's kind of like Saturn, you know, and this is like Saturn in the world, so the same kind of thing. It's like someone also might be wanting to go out dating, like a Libra, like you Libra, may want to go out and date again, so for some people. Or you just have started dating for some. King of Swords. Yeah, someone's hiding. There's 2 things that are going to be revealed to you. Yeah, 2 things that are going to be revealed to you about somebody. Because this can be someone that doesn't speak the truth. This, like narcissism, this can be someone that just doesn't never fucking say anything. Just doesn't say. Just, you know, is silent. Silent. Because this is like forbidden fruit kind of stuff. Like, you know, it's kind of like dream, but it's really not, as what I'm picking up, because this is like, you know, I've been holding the truth back So there's yet to be seen of more the things that I can do to some by not actually saying the truth. If I don't say the truth, if I don't tell the children about some people probably being not as financial off as what they want, for some, like, so I have to hide it from the children. And because you're doing this and that, and there's a mixture of energy that's being because there's two things that need revealing about some kind of truth that someone's holding back. There can be like a mixture for some. You might be picking up on both stories. You know, you might be thinking, well, that's a little bit of me and that's a little bit of me too. Possible. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go over onto Vimeo. Okay. Now all the questions, everything's been changed over there. Everything is in the description. All the prices, all the guidelines, all the questions that I'm also going to ask in your cluster reading, they're all in there. There's like 6 or 7 different questions that I'll ask, and they're all in the bio box below, in the description below. Prices for readings, prices for everything, they're all there. Okay, if you want a personal reading. But all the questions that I will ask, and then I'll continue on this as well, that's all in the description. Okay, and if you want a private reading, that's there. And this will be in your bi-weekly folder, okay, for Vimeo. Okay, all right, guys, I'll hopefully catch you on the other side. Peace.